Good morning, and welcome to XPulse AI Morning Mix for Monday, August 17th, 2026. We're tracking Stripe's OpenRouter deal, Google's Gemini reset, and the escalating race for AI infrastructure. I've got Orion with me, shall we?
Sure thing. What would you like to tackle first? I'm here to help you organize and get things moving in the right direction. Feel free to tell me what's on your plate and we can dive in together.
It looks like Stripe is pursuing a major acquisition as Fortune and Bloomberg reported. The purchase agreement suggests that OpenRouter could bring strategic value to Stripe. If you're asking what specifically is on the table, we're talking about a potential deal exceeding $7 billion to acquire OpenRouter, which implies both companies see significant synergies. Do you have any specific questions about the deal or what it might mean for Stripe's strategy?
Got it. Are you looking for any specific insights or assistance related to OpenRouter and Stripe, or just sharing this information?
OpenRouter has become valuable because it simplifies the process of integrating various models, streamlines infrastructure, and gives developers easy access to a range of AI capabilities. It reduces complexity, cuts down on costs, and offers flexibility, making it easier for people to leverage advanced technology without managing the heavy lifting behind the scenes.
It removes integration friction. Rather than building separately for every model provider, a developer can compare and switch models in one place. More than $7 billion is especially striking beside its roughly $1.3 billion valuation from its May funding round. Model routing just got a very expensive endorsement.
Sure. On August 15th, Kakali's Tech reported that Sergey Brin is actively encouraging Google staff to accelerate the development of Gemini, the company's advanced AI model, to rival competitors like Anthropic's Claude and OpenAI's GPT. This push comes with an increased focus on speeding up AI research, reallocating resources, and rallying teams around the goal of closing the gap. It sounds like internal priorities are being shifted to ensure Gemini remains competitive, with heightened involvement from leadership to drive momentum.
Understood. It seems like Google's strategy is shifting towards commercialization of AI, and they're recognizing that executing effectively is key. Delaying the Gemini model suggests they want to ensure a solid product before release. Brin's involvement probably emphasizes the importance of turning research into practical market-ready solutions. If you have any specific questions about the report or its implications, I'm here to help discuss further.
Delays can have an impact on a company's competitive position depending on the context. If rivals take advantage of the delay with their own advancements, Google might lose momentum. However, it also depends on whether they can address the issue quickly and maintain trust with their users. Ultimately, how significant that delay is and how they respond will shape its impact.
Not automatically. Delays after internal testing can prevent a poor launch, but they make the competitive clock louder. Google has enormous distribution, while rivals are setting a fast product cadence. The question is whether a tighter commercial structure converts Google's research into products people choose.
That new computer history feature enables ChatGPT Pro users on macOS to record and access a history of their interactions across various apps. Essentially, it allows you to see what has been queried or discussed with the AI on your Mac, making it easier to review past prompts and responses. This opt-in feature is meant to enhance accessibility and continuity for your AI interactions, while giving you control over whether it's active.
That sounds like the feature is designed to help the assistant stay aware of your overall workflow so it can provide more relevant support. The opt-in part and privacy controls are important as they give you choice and control over what's shared. Features like this aim to create a seamless experience across different apps. Do you have any specific concerns or questions about how it works or how it might affect your privacy?
It might help if you could clarify what specific situation or topic you're referring to. Could you tell me more about what feels sensitive, so I can better understand where the tension might lie and how to address it?
I agree. Giving users a clear choice to opt in and ensuring transparency about what's being recorded and why are critical. Continuous monitoring can provide better context, but it also raises legitimate concerns about privacy and data handling. Balancing those trade-offs really depends on what users value most: convenience and continuity, or stronger privacy safeguards. Trusted access controls, short retention periods, And giving people the ability to review and manage that data can help, but it's essential that users feel in control.
That's a huge milestone. If it's accurate, it means Qwen models have gained widespread adoption worldwide, which reflects strong demand and trust in those models. For context, many popular open-weight models from larger ecosystems measure success in the tens of millions or low hundreds of millions of downloads, so 3 billion would be particularly impressive. It's important to verify the claim because such large numbers can be marketing-driven, but if true, it's a clear sign they're resonating with developers and enterprises.
Alibaba says those downloads accumulated over the prior 6 months and by its measure put Qwen ahead of open model offerings from Meta, Google, and Chinese rivals. Downloads are not the same as active use, but the number points to broad developer reach for Qwen's ecosystem.
When people talk about Alibaba's reach, they're referring to its extensive customer base and global network. That reach gives Alibaba access to a huge market, allowing them to connect millions of sellers and buyers, expand their services, negotiate better logistics and pricing, and increase brand recognition worldwide. This large-scale reach is a key factor in their growth and influence in e-commerce, cloud computing, and digital finance.
Distribution creates feedback, tooling, and familiarity. Once teams build around a model family, migration carries a cost. The open-weight contest is no longer only about benchmark wins. It is becoming a contest to become the default starting point for developers worldwide.
Reports suggest that Nvidia is exploring an investment of up to $3 billion in SB Energy, which is SoftBank's energy subsidiary. This investment would support the development of energy resources for an OpenAI data center in Ohio. While the discussions seem to be at an exploratory stage, the potential collaboration highlights the growing intersection between advanced AI infrastructure and sustainable energy solutions. Final details, such as the exact investment amount and timeline, have not been confirmed yet, and all parties involved may still be evaluating the partnership's feasibility.
It's quite interesting to see these big players involved in such a deal. The collaboration between Nvidia, OpenAI, and SB Energy suggests a growing convergence of AI, energy, and large-scale infrastructure. It highlights how building out AI capacity isn't just about software, it's also about securing massive compute resources and reliable energy sources. We'll have to keep an eye on how this develops and whether they reach a final agreement.
Yes, it's been reported that Nvidia has provided financing options to some of its customers, which can, in turn, support demand for its chips. This practice isn't unusual in the tech industry as it can help customers manage costs while securing supply. However, it also means Nvidia takes on some credit risk. It's a strategic move to maintain its market leadership.
That is the strategic logic observers will watch. It can accelerate capacity, but it also makes infrastructure financing more interconnected. In AI, the server rack is increasingly part computer, part capital markets project.
There's scrutiny on potential conflicts of interest, environmental impacts, and whether the project aligns with community needs. Many are concerned about transparency in decision-making and how public funds are being used. Regulatory approvals and the project's long-term sustainability are also under the microscope.
Thanks for sharing that. It sounds like bond traders are concerned about these contingent liabilities tied to AI credit backstops. If you'd like, I can help explain more about what that means or discuss how it could affect investors.
Indeed, there's a growing conversation around transparency in AI model outputs. Researchers and developers are focusing on making model outputs more understandable to promote trust and accountability. Are you interested in a specific aspect of this transparency debate?
That's a significant move by Anthropic to align with the EU AI Act's transparency requirements. Invisible watermarks can help trace the origin of AI-generated text, potentially increasing accountability. However, as they mentioned, substantial rewriting can remove the watermark, so it's not foolproof. The weaker watermark for code makes sense, considering code is often functional and edited heavily. It's an interesting balance between maintaining traceability and ensuring usability. What do you think about the implications of this approach?
That sounds like significant developments. India has been investing heavily in education and technology sectors to boost skills. Fresh model claims could be referring to advancements in AI or related tech. Are you interested in how these developments might impact the economy or employment opportunities?
Thanks for sharing that update. It's pretty interesting to hear about new AI model developments and large-scale training initiatives. If you have any questions about these topics or want to explore anything in more detail, feel free to ask.
That's XPulse AI Morning Mix from XPulse for Monday, August 17th, 2026. Share it with someone who'd find it useful. See you next time.